Hi, welcome to Myers ASMR. I knew you would be here, and I'm so glad to see you. Shake that stress off. Shake that mess off. Did you know that you create your own reality and you do it through your focus? Yeah, you create your own reality and you do it through your focus. Well, I created this reality just now. It's my boyfriend's birthday, and last night we went out to eat a fabulous meal, and he had leftover chicken parm, which he couldn't finish, so I said, you know what, I'll just make a video of it. So that's the chicken parm that he had left over, and I just steamed a little broccoli to go along with it. So let's get into it. Oh, yes, and I did add a little extra tomato sauce because I like it saucy. Alright, now we're gonna keep this up here on my property. Prop. Alright, forget it because I'll let you see it. I just have to use my knife. Chicken parm is so good. He had it over spaghetti, which he's a pasta freak, so he ate all the spaghetti. Of course. Okay, now I got a nice bite-sized piece to show you. Doesn't that look fab? Yeah, might as well just cut it up so I can prop up the plate. It's pretty easy to make. Just gotta pound out the cutlet to get it flat. My boyfriend's always criticizing me for how much I eat. But I don't know anybody who works out as much as I do. I mean, I'm 51, so the metabolism ain't as quick as it used to be. So I don't even play. I just stay my butt in the gym. sail on down to Florida. It's getting cold in this New York City area. And you would think by now I would be used to it. I think it's toughest when it's right after summer. Once the winter takes a hold, like we do get more used to it. But like just a week or so ago, I was at the beach. So it's always hard the first few weeks after summer. I tend to make my broccoli the exact same way. I just toss it in a little soy sauce and sesame oil. Sometimes I put red pepper flakes and it's just delicious. Anybody know anybody throwing Gucci bags in the garbage? Let me know. Let me know about it. I do pride myself on my thriftiness. My designer bags have come from eBay and thrift stores, and I'm definitely proud of it. Don't you just love a nice piece of broccoli? That's probably a piece of fresh basil, which is divine. Basil tastes really incredible on pizzas. Someone asked me to make a video talking about myself. I'll remember to do that. I'll tell you a little bit about me. I'm divorced. I was divorced about 10 years ago. I do have a special friend. He's an older man, an older gentleman, a retired physician. He was a primary doctor, and he's super duper smart and intelligent. What else? He plays professional guitar. He also has no children. I have an apartment in the New York City area. I'm from New Jersey. I graduated with a bachelor's degree from Seton Hall University. Let me see. I took Russian language for 2 years just for the challenge of it. And it was so ridiculously difficult that I think most of us quit. Most of my background is in the legal world as a file clerk and a paralegal. I've worked for many large, well-known, very successful law firms in New York and New Jersey. I've come across a lot of cases. I don't have any experience in criminal law. Mostly civil litigation, corporations. I have a paralegal certificate, which I got in my 40s. And it's one of the biggest prides in my life because at that age, I wasn't going to school out of necessity. I really, really wanted the education and the knowledge. And because it's a certificate, it was much more focused. I didn't have all of those filler classes that they make you take when you're getting a degree, so I thoroughly enjoyed getting the certificate. It probably took me many years longer than it should have, but I was paying out of my own pocket. There were times when I didn't have a job, so I had to stop my studies for years. I savored every course. I still have some of the textbooks. It was still hard finding work, even with the certificate, because the industry has changed a lot since I first came out of school in 1997. Meaning when I got my BA from university in 97, it was a lot easier to find paralegal work with absolutely no experience back then. But technology has changed. A lot of things have been streamlined in the industry, which is actually a good thing, because some things used to take months to do because of the lack of technology, and clients were paying through the nose. So now they take a lot faster because technology can just spit out the data in a matter of seconds. It's really incredible. So I can't fault anybody for that who wants to pay millions of dollars in fees when they don't have to. So, anyways, my boyfriend and I love riding our bicycles together. Or at least we used to, before his bicycle got stolen, and we had more time during the pandemic, so that's what we did. I was out of work at that time, so I had to keep myself busy and stay sane. in the fridge. So freaking good. What else about me? I do love cats. I don't have any, but I love watching cat videos on Facebook. My heart just melts. They are so cute and sweet. I really think cats were sent here to love us. I do. I would like to be married again. He would need to be very wealthy. I've done this supporting a man before. You know, paying for everything, paying the cell phone, paying the car insurance, and the rent. And, you know, I've done it, so I'm done with that life. Well, you know what time it is. It's time to talk about people smarts. People smarts. I'm probably considered introverted, and I'll say I've had a tough time socially in my life, so I would like to be more of a people person and just have better interpersonal skills. Let's see where we left off. Let's see, we're still on the understanding people chapter. This one, he talks about overcoming your own barriers to lasting change. He says, okay, if you have a short attention span, which I think I do, give yourself a little push by pretending you will have to take a test on what the other person is saying. Do lots of paraphrasing and summarizing to keep yourself focused. Imagine you are a journalist or interviewer who is taking careful notes. That's a good one. Even with that, my mind will still wander. It's nuts. I have to figure out how to stop that. If you have a strong need to give advice, ask yourself how you feel when others give you unsolicited advice. Think of advice as a seasoning you want to use sparingly. Try to empathize and ask yourself how the person feels instead. If the person goes on or keeps repeating himself, listen for feelings as well as content, which may be the real point of the speaker's message. Interject paraphrases and feeling responses to let the other person know he's being heard. Ask questions to try to get to the heart of the issue. Example, so what's the most important part of that for you? If you have a hard time understanding people who are very different from you, first remind yourself that different doesn't mean wrong or inferior. Instead of discounting or trying to change the person, make an extra effort to listen without judging. Acknowledge and show empathy. Ask yourself what the other person's goals and values are and recognize how your own assumptions may be getting in the way of hearing the person. Let me just make a note of where to pick up next time. Hey, if you like what I'm doing here, like and subscribe. Donate to my Cash App. Check me out in the next video. And remember, you get what you focus on. You create your own reality, and you do it through your focus. You create your own reality, and you do it through your focus. May you find lasting happiness. Bye.